complex Buenos Aires traffic is. Involve like your motorcycles and cars and there's trash can receptacles. You know, so wild. It is true chaos. And yet it works. Like that's probably the one thing that none of those guides recommend. None of the guides recommend taking a colectivo. Zero. Zilch. Recommend taking a colectivo. And yet, I think it's not my favorite thing. Anyway, it is just transit. But it is cool. Oh, look what we have here. I think that's the bridge we can cross over there. But man, look at us finding. This is what it's about, man. Cool, finding a cool waterfront. I will say some parts of Buenos Aires does feel vaguely Chinese with like dense high rises. Which is unfair because a lot of places have dense high rises, but you know, I'll bookmark it as such. So hopefully I can vote right there. We can cross there. I don't know if you can make out. Vota por tu ciudad. I don't know. It's cool that there is a political theming in the area, right? It's a reminder that politics, it's not just for show, right? Okay, it is a shame. I'm in Buenos Aires, and yet I know about the Trump Zoran meeting. Horrible. I guess I do get Yahoo Finance alerts, so I do know what's happening in the world of finance as well. Like Wix is getting shot, apparently, which isn't great. Apparently, there's some private company that's now valued higher than Wix is in the public markets. That's cool. Yep. Oh my gosh, dude. Those in Media Lunas are gonna hit so good. Just please tell me I can cross that bridge. Please. Yeah, it must be. Yeah, it looks like. That's a cool. I don't know, boys. You know, this is again. Like, I did zero planning. Like of course, I know La Bombonera. I know El Estadio Perón. But I'm not trying to weasel my way into like these random spots. You know? It just happens. Allison Transmission, bro. Horrible, shitty public company. But it's out here for some reason. That's cool. The random just the random international brands that exist here, as you see. Very cool. But that's nice. Cool police station setup. What do you call it? Stadio de Police? Police, yeah. I'm sure that guy's supposed to be Perone. I do think it's a shame that Buenos Aires is the first city I've done the international escapade in. I think it's set a very high bar for other cities to match. I think other places can compete. I think at the price point and with the variety, it's very tough to compete with. But es la vida, no? Es la vida. Look at that. I don't know, boys. If this ain't again, like this walk again, it's early in the morning on a Sunday. This again, I just suppose like the easiest hack to just be more safe is just go places early in the morning. Because by definition, again, right, the bad guys don't have good sleep habits by virtue of being people who are inclined to do bad things. So. Yeah. Do with that what you will. It's strange that it's a bad part of town if you got the... Well, I guess there are no cops at Villa 31, of course. I guess I assume that's a worker. I do like me some I don't know, like left-leaning iconography, high aura. You know, there's not really a reactionary alternative. I like that. The buses. Again, I don't know, like, that's my biggest thing. Pretentious I am, like the San Lorenzo thing, like, objectively, yeah. That was a mistake. And it was not fun. It generally did freak me out for a bit. Alright, like, not freak me out, but I was walking fast to get out of there. To get to, I will say, the park to see that, there's like a little amusement park thing. Completely empty. And that was a Friday. And of course, it was the holiday. Yeah, it's completely empty. Again, that was nice. Walk around. But a lot of employees. So it was one of those classic, like, it would have been nice to have worked there. Yep, when you'll work there personally. But, well, can't have it all, can we? Now, on to Racing Club. Racing, now the right, Racing and then Estudiantes, which are right next to each other, I think. Racing should be somewhere over yonder. I could walk up to that. Choices. Vaguely industrial aesthetic. Slightly creaky. Creaky bridge. It's got everything you could ask for. Okay, so we need to walk a bit more. Need to walk. So we've still got a mile to go, boys. But still got a mile to go. And now we are up against the clock of battery life, so we gotta move, muchachos. We gotta move. Where's Patria? I've seen that a lot, but online it's on Translate. It's not obvious what it means. Where's like go? What's like go forward? It's like strength. Show strength. Which I don't think is the right pronunciation. But or like, there's still more context. I suppose I should ChatGPT it instead of Google Translate. But that's a big template. Yeah, some of these light signals are a bit shaky. I guess to go one by one. Yeah. That's La Vida, no? That's the light. And we'll go for it. Yeah, because the worst thing would be to get flattened. Again, like, I don't know how many people get hurt how many car accidents there are. I don't think Buenos Aires is notorious for it. So, I can't imagine it's a huge amount. But, like, there's gotta be enough, shenanigans. Well, it'd be fascinating if it wasn't an incredible amount of injuries somehow. But again, control chaos. But I guess the point of so back on the bus is people paying their fares. The city comes off as it does come off as very high trust. Even in the or typically the less good areas, people still pay their fare. I think that's very impressive. Again, like that Lanús area, Lanús. It's not incredibly nice, you know. Really, it's got some jank to it. So, the fact that there people still pay to fare, I think that shows the social norm, which I started to think in the U.S. that expectation is missing. Never Maradona. Yeah, I think we're at 20 Maradonas at this point. Maybe there should be more. Decent ways to go. Battery running low. Let's go for it. legs are dead already. Not good, not good. Forward. Fuerza. Afuera? Where is that? Yeah, I'm now delirious. Yeah. I haven't had a. Yeah, I've had pizza. I've had hamburgers. I've had pastries. But not a real sit-down meal. It is most part of it. It's just that my definition of a sit-down meal. Well, I guess at a Korean spot, a Korean place, the effective Koreatown. But frankly, it was overpriced. It was like 20,000 pesos, which would be if $10 is 14. It'd been like $13. It wasn't a huge plate, and it was just bulgogi. But that was after the San Lorenzo thing, so I did need to eat something. So I panicked, and I took the easy way out. So, shame on me. Plus, it was cash only, which wasn't great. So now I'm like depleting my finite amount of cash reserves. You know, it turns out Western Union. It's not, to me, it doesn't seem worth it to try to deal with the cash exchange fellas. You know, so Western Union, yourself the money. It's gonna be your first day. You may as well walk towards the obelisk in the nice part of town. Go get yourself the money at the Western Union. You know, the rate does seem pretty good actually. Okay, bueno. This is the route that'll take us to Racine. If I had to pick a team, well, again, I respect all the Argentinian clubs because to me, they all have a good history, good supporters. They're real. No good reason to oppose any of them, fundamentally. Wow, this is a long walk. But again, this is a glimpse. So I would have recorded it of Maradona. But again, it's very empty, very quiet. Battery's 30%, boys. We need to get a move on it. Afuera. Correr. Rapidamente. Spanish Dave is very delirious. It turns out. Yeah, when I start speaking Spanish, it's very bad. I will say being drunk on the bus, on the Colectivo would be, but actually I think it would be a very fun experience. Not the most advisable, probably, but it would be fun. It'd be interesting, you know? Actually, I think this video is actually pretty good. Like, you can ignore my commentary. There should be some way I could, that's hard too much. But to mute myself, you can just take in the ambiance. It'd be very quiet. Again, it's not like we're walking through random parts of town. You know, like La Bombonera. I can't do the N, the La Boman. Same way I can't do R's. Correr. I will say also, amount of street cleaning, very nice. But again, that's what I'm talking about. The different type of Argentinian scaffolding, right? You've got the little baskets. I think it's cool. Like, I think, of course, there is some reason why they do it that way. But I think it's cool though, because it just takes up. It doesn't obstruct the ground. The way, like New York City, like the scaffolding in New York City, it does obstruct you, right? It does, like, you can't, like some buildings in New York, like you go down like 2nd Avenue, and you're walking down like those old-timey buildings, like that is a nice walk, but it gets ruined by so much scaffolding, you know? Okay. We cross here. 20%. 20%, 2 stadiums. I think I can do a full walk around of these guys. Let's go for it. Vamos. Vamos, amigos. Bienvenidos, amigos. Al Estadio Perón y al Estadio de Estudiantes en la ciudad autónoma de Buenos Aires. Hit it with the quick shoulder check. Vámonos. Vámonos. Oh my gosh, yeah. Or take a bus to the hotel. There's gotta be a route. Because from here to the bakery in Palermo, there is the direct route. But I need to drop off the jacket because I'm starting to sweat already. It's only gonna get warmer. Look at that, Nelson Mandela. Look at this, bro. Look at us. We're unearthing so much cool stuff, right? Has there ever been a better testament to the oh, there it is. There is the stadium of Racing. Has there ever been a better testament to, like, the Washington DC videos? Like, they're nice, and I show up in random parts of the DMV that most people don't do, so I spiritually convey my point. But I think this video, I think, truly exemplifies the best of the David Escuela of traveling and existing. Yeah. Look at that. Like this is like this park. No shot. This is not so, it's not busy enough where I would like eat my pastries here. But there's not enough tree coverage. But dude, perfectly fine, perfectly respectable. And I come across these cool mural walls, you know, cool industrial aesthetic. All right, 26%. Vámonos, vámonos. Pope Francis right there. You know, like, boys. I don't know. David School of Traveling. Of course, on the other hand, you can get San Lorenzo. But again, like at some point it was sunk cost. Well, there, as you walk towards San Lorenzo, you do notice the like the streets get wider and dustier, so you do notice a difference. But they feel atypical. So I do suppose and once you got past the plastic burning, at that point it doesn't make sense to double back. Like, no, forward. But yeah, Yeah, plus like on the park, I thought I could get back to like a park. Cause like Google Maps, it just shows you the green, you know, which may not always be. Oh my gosh, it better be recording. If it did record the park, that'd be so annoying. But a lot of like the green areas is fenced off for like a police training ground or something. So, what can you do? Okay, so we saw the stadium from here, from back there. But where is the stadium? Don't they? Like the walk is nice and gratifying, but at a point it does start to cut into. Okay, there is the stadium. Oh. Let's see the stoplight. The other cool thing is that the lights they do like it switches to yellow. Like it'll be red, and then it'll show yellow. So it does like a two-part. It does like a two-part thing. So it shows you. So I guess that's the alternative to doing the countdown timer. Look at that, Simone Bolivar. And the indigenous people. But here we are, Racing Club. You know, again another. Yeah, you probably can't say it's like football royalty per se, but undoubtedly very nice. You know, I will say probably like Boca Junior's color scheme is pretty cool, but I do think Racing in terms of like aesthetic and streetwear vibe, like blue, light blue, sky blue, white stripes, has a clean look. Very clean look. %. Got another Maradona. Very cool. Very, very cool. Racing Club. That is cool, man. That is good stuff. Of course, it's all closed off. But, oh my gosh. Now we need to get to Estudiantes. Rapidamente. Yeah, very cool. Again, very empty. Yeah, I guess. Okay, and so from there you can see Estudiantes. So we need to see if we can get there. It's probably gonna be a bridge too far. It's by instinct. Actually, no. If we could turn here, we can make it. Potentially. If. It is an if, but I think we can. We got COVID memorial right there. Okay, boys, we are in Negocio. 19%, boys, we are gonna make it. Yeah. Oh, this is a quaint, cool little spot. Maybe, probably could do something like, the thing is, I just really like that bakery spot. It is so good. So good. I have noticed a decent amount of teenage couples. It's nice. I'm not sure what. Yeah, like even on the crowded bus yesterday, like that is actually pretty sweet. Like, have your arms around your girl on a very crowded bus. Yeah, it's probably something very fundamental and sound to that. But it is nice. I have not complained about my usual talking points on this trip. Any of these vlogs. Yeah, I don't know. This is again empty, but it is about like it's too empty, so you don't have that. Excuse me, not estudiante, it's independiente. But dude, this is cool, man. Es la vida, no? Okay. 70%. So got some ways. Estudiante is probably gonna be blocked off as well. So I guess that'll shorten the video for me. Shorten the route. Yeah, I don't know. This is a very cool. Yeah. This is just the example of. The David School of Travel, or just not travel, but just experiencing. You know, just walk around. You know, what's the sunk cost of that? Is there a sunk cost? I just suppose my legs are killing me. I didn't stretch this morning. I like that. You got the tower for Racing Stadium right there. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Look at that. You got the trophies on the side. Oh, a thing you can't forget is that people live very close to these stadiums. You know, people live in these houses right here. I'd imagine, yes. Well, yes, because there's cars and stuff. A trash bag. Okay, so Independiente, we can walk around. I don't see any street art yet. Any murals and whatnot. Okay, so once we do this, we then need to find there's a little grill for the barrio. course, Avellaneda has Sportsbet.io as the main jersey sponsor. Personally, I'm very cool with gambling sponsors. Yeah, actually, yeah. Come think of it. Yeah, Racing Club has Betson. Boca has Betson. I think they're all a gambling sponsor. But yeah, people live here. Oh, look at that. Back entrance. Gosh. Almost guy there. There's a cool little street mural. Boys, truly football limbs right here, you know. This is what it's about. Oh my gosh, those pastries are gonna hit. That's la vida. I would have to go all the way back to get to a bus stop. I get the feeling. Yeah, that's. Oh, as far as the camera didn't get any of that. Gosh darn. For bus drivers. Independiente. We're here, boys. We got cool street mural. Oh, look at that. Buonissimo. I can't tell how much Italian is used. I don't know if it's an old person thing, an older guy thing, but I did hear a Spanish or a vaguely Italian intonations at times. Gosh, it's just been more time to the camera work. But gosh, 12% boys, let's go. A little TV. Got a nice little restaurante right there. It's cool, man. Yeah, this was actually pretty happy with this walk. Yeah, I'm gonna go to a park and just die. I'm gonna eat 6 pastries in a row. You know, and I'll save. I'm gonna buy 8 pastries, eat 6, save 2 for later. Walk around for a bit. See if we can't find. Yeah, personally, I have 14,000 is my personal threshold of how much I'm willing to pay for a meal. Because A, it's Argentina, and B, that converts to $10 USD. Of course, there's some like plus minus, you know, but like I surely shouldn't be paying more than that. So my personal idea I've toyed with is in the mornings I walk around like quote unquote popular spots, and then in the evening I can pop into, like, take the subway or take the regional rail into the less good areas, and that way, like, it works out and that way I can find a cheaper meal out in the boroughs. Okay, so this is let's go. It's never the smartest thing, probably, to do the fence, to phone through the fence. That is a recipe for something to go wrong. But look at that place. Okay, 10%. We still need to get across the stadium. This is actually that's a very common house layout, like the brown tiles. Not sure why. I mean, that's cool. Is that like the trash cans? Like you can't have it. I guess not every place gets the big receptacles. So you get the like every place gets trash receptacle like that. So some places get the little poker things that looks like what you see at a campground. Stateside. Interesting. You know, just things you notice. Okay. But the fact that these are stadiums means that there should be decent connectivity to other parts of the city. Because how else do people get to the games? So and we're gonna make it. Yeah. Oh my gosh, gimbal protection. Annoying thing. If you don't want me to extend that far, don't let me extend that far. Look at that cool little mural right there. Who's that? Rodrigo de Paul somehow gets all the gas. Like he has a nice little burger ad out here for some reason. Or Independiente. Okay. We're in the final stretch. Okay, the sun's gonna be